Greetings, Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. Welcome to your September 2023 reading by Ama LightWorker. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. When you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification bell. Remember, these are general readings. If you'd like to have a private reading with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com and visit my website www.amalightworker.com. For those of you who would like to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested, the link for that for the Vimeo videos is posted down here below in the show more description box. Please listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign because it will give you additional information. The first portion of this reading will be an Akashic Records reading. After I finish the Akashic Records reading, I will open a few tarot cards for your sign. So now, let us begin. Leo Sun, Rising and Moon. September 2023, it's going to feel like you are going through extremes. It feels like you're going to switch from being slow to being busy, from feeling that you are waiting for life to happen and then suddenly life happens. And you have to be very careful on those moments where you feel that either you are losing control over the situation, or you may be feeling that there's nothing that you can do about it because a situation is taking its course. There's going to be deals, agreements, negotiations, back and forth in regards to job contracts. You may have to negotiate your duties, your responsibilities, and your salary for some of you. I'm also shown Leos who you may still be emotionally attached to something that you have to let go, like a home, a property, an inheritance related situation. For some of you, you are going to have the sense that some sort of a windfall finds you now. Could be small amounts of cash, a small financial growth. You could be on the verge of having a steady salary, having a steady job. For those of you who have struggles with insecurity, is my job safe? Do I need a job? How do I keep and maintain the job that I have? Now it feels that you are entering a phase of your life where life feels more steady, where relationships are more steady, work, finances. So you're not going to be that much far off your balance. However, you may have to revise your daily life. You may have to revise your daily routines. You may have to review your goals. If you had a goal in mind related to your work, your career, at some point you may have to re-examine your affairs, your goals. And for some of you, your work could be going under revision. A boss, a superior may ask you to redo or for a do-over of some sorts. For some of you, maybe you have asked for a raise or for a promotion. Therefore, your supervisor is reviewing your work performance. Other Leos, during this time, you may have to deal with matters of renewal, renewing a passport, renewing a license, renewing a permit. Sometimes you just have to refresh your memory about books, about your knowledge, about your profession. So it feels like refreshing your skills, refreshing your memories. If you are learning anything in September, you are going to learn by doing. You are going to have a chance to put what you have learned into practice. Many of your goals, ideas, wishes, dreams are now going to give you a hint that they are about to happen. So, not everything will come to life in September. It's going to come to life shortly after that for some of you. But you are going to have a strong sense, you are going to have a sign that something is about to happen. For those of you who have been dealing with a learning institution, courses, classes, workshops, being accepted into a program, it feels that good news will find you now. You are going to receive news of being accepted. If this is not about you, maybe this is about one of your children being accepted into a program, an academy, some sort of a learning environment, then you are going to be receiving good news on behalf of your children. Where you have felt that energy was tied up, now you're going to feel that not only is being blocked, but you, Leo, are going to feel that you are unleashing your talents, your skills, your abilities at your fullest capacity. You are going to have moments of joy, moments of celebration. For many of you Leos, you are going to deal with a situation that calls for a celebration. This could be celebrating something between the two of you, you and your partner, something to celebrate it in the marriage that you have. For other ones, you may have to celebrate a work-related opportunity or a work-related success. I'm shown that many of you will be asked at this time to present an award, to do an important presentation during a meeting, during a conference, during a gathering of some sorts. And you are also going to notice that a lot of people are curious to hear from you. A lot of people may be curious to hear about you. If you are a Leo who has done a lot of work, particularly in your career, now career is going to start to go in a much desired direction. It's not always necessary about moving up in your career, but it is about establishing yourself as the person to be, as the person to go to in your profession, in your career. During this time, many of you could be receiving accolades of a job well done. Many of you may be receiving compliments about your looks, compliments for an achievement, compliments about some sort of an upcoming engagement or an upcoming nuptial for some of you. So there's something to be celebrated in love in terms of being engaged or being married for some of you Leos. Pay attention, because for some of you, you could be having a tendency in September to have like weird headaches, a mild migraine. And for some of you, you may also have like a nosebleed. There's a lot of energy shifting, because for many of you, you're going to feel like, whoo, you are up in the air. You are going to have some insecurities about how specifically step by step to proceed from now. You may have to make important choices and decisions about work, about alliances and partnerships, financial alliances and partnerships, collaborations. Okay, who to align, what kind of collaborations to go for. And before you know it, you are establishing your reputation. For many of you Leos, this reputation is going to be extended outside of your work. For those of you non-working Leos, it feels that you are going to find much joy and enjoyment in your home life. You're going to be much more in peace with the environment where you live. You're going to get better along with people in your households and also people around you. If you are someone that had to deal with some sort of a neighborhood related circumstance, whether you had to deal with neighbors, what's happening in your neighborhood, what's happening in your town, in your city, in your village, or in the farm, maybe where you live, now there's a sense that community is coming together. You could be getting a knock at the door, maybe because somebody in the neighborhood is new, they're trying to ask you questions or simply trying to get to know you. You may find yourself in a circumstance where you are going to be welcomed. This could be a new group of friends. This could be being invited to a social gathering, so it's kind of a new event for you, but you're going to find yourself very welcomed there. For those of you who may find yourself dating a new person, you could get the sense that you are welcomed into their life. Many of you could be switching gears from one profession to another. You could be switching gears from, maybe you had certain political beliefs. Now you're switching for another political party, other political beliefs. You are switching gears from one sort of a philosophy of life that maybe you believed in. Now you're switching to a new philosophy of life. Pay attention to where is it that something may need improvement. This could be something in your own physical body that could function better. I see some of you checking your thyroid, checking your throat, your laryngitis, pharyngitis. Maybe some of you will have to deal with some sort of a tonsillitis. So I'm showing the throat and the neck area. Maybe there's, you may not necessarily be sick, but there could be a need for you to adjust or improve your throat health or your neck health. For many of you, it feels that you are experiencing a boost in your overall physical energy level. Many of you will be inspired to start some sort of a new business venture. You may feel inspired to start to write a new book or to do something else that is creative. You may find yourself fantasizing a lot. Your creativity and your fantasy and your intuition as well are going to be highlighted. You are also going to be in a space in your heart where you are going to regain once again your inner balance. You could be a little bit off at the beginning of August, okay? At the beginning of September. But then you are going to be able to find your emotional balance once again, because I'm shown that for many of you, your energetic channels, your heart energetic channels will be open, and you are going to feel the energy of forgiveness. Whether it is something or someone that you may have to forgive or let go, maybe consciously or subconsciously you are holding on to something. And I'm also getting the sense that many of you are going to be so happy to receive love, to receive adoration, to receive attention. pay attention to negotiations, because during this time you could be mediating a negotiation of some sorts. You yourself could be in the midst of negotiating a deal connected to real estate, buying, renting, or it could be about a business deal. I'm also shown that many of you could be negotiating the terms of your work. What has been your responsibility? Do you need to add some of these duties? Do you need to distribute them differently? So what is your role at work? What specifically do you do? That could be coming to a crossing point where you may have to delegate and negotiate your position. Many of you are going to have proposals coming out of nowhere, and it may be connected to love, proposals in love, proposals of marriage. Could be also some sort of like a date where you are set up to go on a blind date, or even having to deal with some sort of an arranged marriage type of a circumstance. You're going to feel that now you are ready to take on the world. You're going to feel that you are now ready to tackle those difficult tasks that maybe you have been putting off or postponing. I see a lot of you not only being more social, but for some reason I see a lot of cleaning. You could be preparing to gather some sort of a event over your home, or to prepare for important visits, important people that may be coming over to visit you, because I see a lot of you preparing your home for it. Many of you could be attending some sort of an event where there's going to be a food buffet set up. It does feel like fancy type of food. And I see you at the beginning trying to mingle. Maybe you don't know too many people there, but shortly after you arrive, you're going to make yourself very comfortable in this new environment. One thing is for sure, all eyes will be on you. You have to be very careful in September how you present yourself. Okay, in your daily life, are you dressed well? Are you just in your pajamas going around, maybe down the street? Because there's something about some sort of a surprise where you have to be prepared, because how people perceive you through your physical appearance, through what you may be wearing or not wearing, will have an impact. Somebody will be making an important decision. Okay, and your appearance could greatly influence that. So make sure that you are dressed properly, even if you are at home. So I don't know why they are emphasizing that. Let me know what happens. I'm curious to hear from you. Leave me a comment down here below. There is this sense that now you're going to feel once again reunited with your soul family, with your tribe. You're going to feel once again reunited with your soulmate group. And I'm also seeing a lot of you enjoying spending time with pets, with animals, maybe visiting a zoo. You could be around other people that maybe have pets. You're going to feel this need to give. You are going to take a particular interest in what can you do to help others or your community. You are going to be in a very charitable mood or in a giving mood. You're going to want to help others in some ways. You may be dealing with a situation that is rapidly going to progress. You're going to be able to handle it, because for some of you, this situation that rapidly happens, it may have to deal with a deadline. It may have to deal with a certain amount of money. It may have to deal with you being very quick in your feet, being very quick in your thinking and having to resolve the matter. It could be also connected to technology, internet, or miscommunications, misunderstandings. You're going to be able to resolve situations that could be tricky, that you may have to deal with it. And if you find yourself having to make choices, having to choose between choices or opportunities, you are going to be guided to make the proper choices and the proper decisions for you. So this time around, there is this great sense that your mind space is agreeing with your heart space, and choices will be very, very clear to you. And you are also going to have an incredible ability to see through people, to know who is real, who is authentic, who is lying, and who is saying the truth. You are going to be able to see through a situation, including the advantages and the advantages of the situation or many different situations that you may be dealing with. So one thing is for sure, little by little you are going to feel like you are getting control, you are more in charge. You're going to feel that finally your luck is turning around for the better. Now don't go anywhere, I'm not done yet. I hope that this is making sense to you so far. I did open a few tarot cards, and let's see what the cards are going to reveal for you for the month of September 2023. The first card that you have is Six of Wands. To me, this card represents victory, achievement, success of a job well done. It also means adoration. Sometimes this card to me represents travel, could be like short distance travel, and sometimes it could also means marriage. I am shown that for some of you, you're going to have victory or a significant breakthrough in a situation that involves the law, courts, the legal system, and a certain amount of money. Could be about a lawsuit, and now you're going to have some sort of a significant success. But this card also means that enjoy the success for what it is right now, because work must continue. For some of you, I see that you could be getting a deal, okay? Some of you could be talking to a publishing house about a book deal, okay? So the work must continue, it's not done yet. For some of you, it could be about, I'm getting something being approved around a mortgage-related situation, and I'm also getting something being approved in terms of, or something good happens in terms of your credit limit and your credit score. But again, work must continue. For the moment, or for the time being, savor the moment. Some of you could be preparing for an upcoming marriage or wedding. So someone around you may be getting married in the near future. Maybe they finally set a date, or this could be you preparing to get married. So for some of you, you could be getting married in the next 6 months. The next card that you have is Wheel of Fortune. I think this card showed up for other signs as well. I just can't remember which ones right now. Wheel of Fortune to me means the karmic wheel of your life is turning around, positive karmic events. It also means that you may have to deal with sudden news, sudden information, maybe even a conflict of interest, but it is all designed to shift your course or your direction for the better. So if one solution doesn't specifically happen how you planned for, okay, it's just going to happen in a different way. You may find yourself shifting your mind, changing your mind, or even shifting your feelings. For some of you who are just coming out of some sort of a breakup, maybe you are still going through a breakup in September, this is going to feel very freeing and very liberating. And after the energy of this new breakup settles down, for some of you maybe it was a divorce, after the energy of it settles down, then it's going to dawn on you that this is the best thing that has happened to you so far. Many of you, it feels that you could have been working consciously or subconsciously with your intuition, connecting to higher realms. It feels that you have been curious about what's my purpose, how can I know my purpose, what can I do about it. And for many of you, you're going to find yourself in favorable situations where you are going to be asked to showcase your talent, to showcase your skill, to showcase your abilities. And it may land you a job, it may land you a business deal, it could help you to generate money. You are leaving a lot of dark forces, dark situations behind you. One by one, you're leaving all of these difficulties or pressing matters one by one. You could be hearing during this time from foreign people. You could be interacting with foreign people. You could be hearing from other countries or people who live far away from you. So maybe even talking to people overseas. So this type of interactions will prove to be very lucky for you. The next card that you have is the dating queen. This means that you will be having opportunities in dating, more than one. These opportunities may unfold for you in a financial related situation, in a job search, having more than one opportunity, or in a business partnership of some sort. So generally, it just represents an abundance of opportunities coming your way, and this applies to you whether you are a man or a woman. For those of you looking to find new love, you're not going to be short of opportunities. You could be attending high-end events, galas, meetings. You could be going to exclusive restaurants, high-scale hotels. You could be meeting very interesting people. You're going to have lots of social invitations sent to you. For some of you, it feels that maybe you are a motivational speaker, or you may be thinking of doing that, because you are going to be in a position where you're going to be speaking in a microphone to motivate people. For some of you, this is something that you are thinking of doing through social media. For some of you, you could be paid for your appearance or for your speech as a motivational speaker. As a motivational speaker or as a coach. I also keep hearing the word coach for some of you. The next card that you have is a beauty queen. So good for you, Leo. Dating queen and beauty queen. And the beauty queen card applies to you whether you are a man or a woman, because you may find yourself at the center of attention, very desirable. You're going to generate a lot of buzz, and there is this certain sense of magnetism and sexual attraction. People are just going to be drawn to you. So when it comes to dating, you're going to have opportunities or men to choose from if you are a woman. You have to be very careful, because for some of you, you are going to have to address some matters with certain groups of people. With this group of people, maybe you didn't get along, maybe you had very different ideas, or maybe they haven't been very supportive of you. And now that you are making it, now that you're it, this is you being on top of the world. Okay, celebrating a major breakthrough in your life, celebrating a major success. If not in multiple areas of your life, you won, okay? This group of people may have something to say, or they could be pretending like, yeah, we knew it all along. And I get a sense that whoever your enemies are, whoever your frenemies are, whoever your hidden enemies are, you are going to be able to set them off. You're going to be very smart with your words. You're not going to fight it, but you're going to know exactly what to say to set the record straight, or to tell them off. You are going to find yourself at the right time, at the right place. So your luck is shifting for the better. You are going to be dealing with one event after another that are going to prove to be very beneficial for you and very fortunate. I keep hearing from my spiritual team that some of you Leos could be winning maybe a free trip, free tickets. Maybe there's a drawing, I don't know what we call them, and maybe your ticket gets called and you win something small, like a small prize. And I'm also shown that for some of you who are taking courses, classes, whether this is online or in person, this course, this class will end up improving your life. If it's not of a great importance for you right now, it will be in the future. So if you have a chance to take a course, a class, or to go to a training, you may want to do that. The next card that you have is White, Purity and Innocence. And actually, I keep getting the sense, I'm reading the cards intuitively, but for some of you, see the dating queen here at the center of attention, you could be receiving the diamond ring, the proposal coming to you. For some of you, you could be celebrating your wedding anniversary. So some sort of an anniversary that is important for you and your partner. You are going to be swept away by new dreams. Even your dreams are going to be deeply meaningful. There is a sense that some of you could be using some sort of a white noise to improve your sleep. You're going to feel the sense that now you have the support that you need. Whether you needed energetic support coming to you from your family, your loved ones, maybe feeling more supported to realize your dreams. And I am also shown that you are going to start to feel more grounded. You may be feeling an urge to connect to nature, to spend time outdoors, to connect to animals, to connect to your inner joy, to spend time with children. There is this sense that for some of you, maybe you resolved a major issue and now it's you can breathe, you can be happy again. And for some of you, it could be, I keep hearing the word like a chip will be taken off your shoulder. And now you're going to find yourself free to enjoy your daily life. Some opportunity, or for some of you, there's an opportunity for some sort of investment, but this feels like an old opportunity. Maybe you already did some sort of investment. Maybe you invested in a new property. Maybe you invested in stocks or bonds. So now you could be getting some sort of a profit for it. So I keep getting this word for you. So there's profit, but not a lot, or there's financial growth. So there's a small financial growth, small gain, but it kind of feels like it's going to open the doors for more to come in. So it feels like your perception of others, it's crystal clear. Your intuition is crystal clear. You're going to be more inclined to listen to your own inner guidance and to your own inner intuition. I hope that this is making sense to you. Do leave me a comment down here below. Click in the Vimeo link for those of you who are interested to know more. That Vimeo link is going to take you to the Vimeo videos for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. For download and purchase. Contact me for a private reading at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also visit my website www.amalightworker.com. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now.